Every crime leaves behind more than just evidence. It leaves echoes. Some echoes are loud, some are buried in silence, and some are deliberately written. A nameless book arrives, and with it, a story long forgotten but never truly buried. A murder behind a locked door. No way in, no way out. Yet someone walked away untouched. What if the killer was never caught because he never wanted to be found? Welcome to San, where every voice is a memory and every tale is a flame. And you are watching Echoes of Past Season 1, Episode 1, The Locked Room. I'm Arvind Rao, retired Deputy Commissioner of Police, Crime Branch. After my retirement, life had become quite simple. Until one day, a brown envelope burned that simplicity to the ground. No sender's name, no return address. Just a book inside, echoes of the past. It looked old, but the pages were new, fresh ink, freshly sealed crimes. The name of the first chapter was The Locked Room. The story starts with a high-profile lawyer, Ep1, murdered in his office. The door was locked, bolted from the inside. Windows were completely sealed, no signs of forced entry, and from the state of the body, it looked like someone killed him out of revenge. Everything was in that room, except the killer, an impossible situation. I started with Amit's staff, Assistant Neha, who was allegedly having an affair with him, partner Rakesh, who was always insecure about Amit's growing fame, and peon Ganesh, who had recently been fired. Each of them had a motive. Opportunity? No. None of them confessed. But when Neha said that after the last meeting, Amit locked himself in the room, the doubt deepened. Inside the room, I found a coffee mug, half full but without any lipstick marks. Next to it was a diary where Amit had written, "Someone's watching me, even when I lock the doors." And one more thing, a hidden latch in the bookshelf, which opened into a secret tunnel, all the way to the basement. The locked room illusion was just an illusion. That tunnel was from old times. Amit himself had it renovated. And when I saw CCTV wires inside the tunnel, it was confirmed. The killer knew about that place. It was someone from the inside. A murder that left behind many secrets, but the silence that followed said even more. Even in Amit Khurana's case, everything was so perfectly staged that very perfection became its flaw. I went back to that study room the day Amit was killed. The room was perfectly locked, no signs of forced entry. So how did the killer get out? That very question led me to the most important clue. Before finding the tunnel, my eyes fell on a whiskey glass. Beneath that glass was a coaster with a smudge of an oily fingerprint. Nothing was visible on the surface. But when I used a forensic UV torch, a partial thumbprint appeared. But the most interesting thing, Amit didn't normally use that glass. On the corner of a handkerchief, I found a hair strand. Male hair, not Amit's. Behind the study bookshelf was a small scratch, as if someone had hastily tried to hide something there. Forensics confirmed the thumbprint belonged to Rakesh, but the strongest clue was catching his lie. During interrogation, Rakesh said he had never even entered the study, but dust particles were found on his shirt that matched only the wooden blinds from the study. That's when I asked him a simple question. Where was the light switch in the study? And without thinking, he answered, right side of the door, which was correct. But if you've never stepped inside the room, how do you know where the light switch is, Rakesh? That night, Amit had decided to expose someone. Perhaps Rakesh for his business frauds. Those files, hidden behind the study's safe. That's what Rakesh came for. And when Amit tried to stop him, Rakesh silenced him forever. Eventually, Rakesh confessed. He said Amit had gotten his name removed from the firm and his life was destroyed. Only board members knew the tunnel's secret. He took advantage of it. Case closed. Media made me a hero, but the story doesn't end there. And with this, the first chapter ended. I know it was just a story, but its image still burned in my mind. Like each murder scene, flashing like an old memory. I tried to close the book, but I didn't. Just turn the page to the next story, as if some instinct was telling me, this time I'll find something more specific. If the first story was this detailed, what will the next one bring? I'll have to read every word carefully, then maybe this time I can't afford to miss anything. I turned the page and the name of the next story appeared, The Silent Witness.
One chapter ends, but 4 more remain. Each one a whisper from the past, waiting to be heard. Join me next week as we turn the page to the next case in Echoes of the Past. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Nirado-san, where every voice is a memory and every tale is a flame. See you, bye.